Hello everybody and welcome to the Saint Just Plays Hearts of Iron 4 as Italy. So we are still fighting in the Spanish Civil War. We're still doing okay. Missing some equipment. And we have finished our Soldati class destroyer, I believe it is. Yes, it is. So we can research some more destroyers, but I don't think we need to. What else do we want to research? It's 38. Have pretty much all the things that we want over here. Some tanks, I don't think we need that. Although an upgrade to our light tank might be quite valuable actually. Because we are using some light tanks, especially over here. And some upgrade to that might actually become quite valuable to us. I'm gonna put this guy over here because we seem to be losing that fight. See, maybe if we put an extra guy there, we might swing the tides of battle, but it doesn't look like it. And we need to edit the line a little bit so that it encompasses the complete front line. Some improved infantry equipment, which is always a good thing to have. Better infantry equipment will lead to better infantry fighting. And then we can go with some naval doctrines, but I'm gonna go with some better submarines. Submarines are also really useful to have. And we are building a destroyer. The next one will be done in a month or so. We could also immediately go for a better destroyer. It will waste 56 days of production, but the better destroyer is better. So yeah, let's go for it. In the meantime, let's attack over here. Try to take the city back. We finished our army primacy, which gives us extra factory slots, which we can use for towed artillery. And it will also give us 2 times a research bonus for land doctrine. Now, what do we want to go for? I think we're going to go with the modernization of the artillery, which will lead us with support artillery, research reduction bonuses as well. That's going to be really nice. We've retaken this city. Maybe we can actually advance a little bit as well. Well, some of the German forces are actually finally at the front line. Would you look at that? But they still have like a panzer division right here, doing absolutely nothing. At least we have something at the front line now from them. We're also losing here though. That can be dangerous. But at least we are able to prolong this war for quite some time. Which I do think is in our advantage. I think we should start looking at Greece as well. Maybe after the modernization of the artillery, we should go for war with Greece. I think that would be a nice thing for us. We want to get Greece out of the way as soon as possible. We have recaptured this line. Yeah, this seems like a stable line for us to keep, at least for now. The Spanish are looking really bad on the equipment side, but we are sending them equipment if I'm correct. Maybe we can send some more basic equipment. Oh, we were not sending it. Yeah, we should definitely be sending some equipment to them. They could definitely use it. Can modify our government again. We have extensive conscription already on. We are still producing some more units. I think that's fine actually for now. And I think we should go with some better tank designers maybe. Because we are researching armor at the moment. And it will increase their reliability as well. And such passive bonuses are generally a good thing to have. Lost that province again. Take it. And we have some free military factories. And we have some research shortage of steel and tungsten. Let's try to get some more of it. Oh, that's oil. Let's get some tungsten from Portugal. And let's get some more steel from the Germans. So what do we want to produce? We have a lot of need of motorized support equipment and towed artillery. I think we should focus on motorized first because we have only a small line for that. Which means we would need some extra rubber. I'm gonna give it France the extra factory because we're gonna probably take that country eventually. So we will be able to take advantage of whatever he builds with that factory. Modernized artillery, at least we have done some research toward it. This is pretty nice, you can get some better recon companies and some extra land doctrines, but we don't need that yet. Let's go for the war with Greece first. Get a war goal to conquer Greece. Well, they are being guaranteed their independence by some other countries right now because we were justifying a war against them. Which is sad. That probably means I will not be going to war with them yet. Hopefully the goal to go to war with them will be there for a longer time, so that we have time to actually decide when we want to go to war with them. Let's see if we can push an attack over here in the city again. Try to advance over there maybe. I don't see anybody there, but I think it's these guys that are there. Oh, no, there are all of a sudden 4 guys. It's a lot more. Yeah, and we're being pushed back here as well. Doesn't look like we're doing so well. Can we give some more land lease to them? They have 9 convoys. Well, we will just try to send them 50% of our monthly production. And whatever we will be able to send, that will be fine. So we finally did get some better computing. I will go with some better decryption technology. Maybe we can get a bonus over there on that. We do have some army experience. We could actually also modify our light tank design when we get the better design available to us. Maybe what we should do is start with an offensive line like this. And just activate that line so they go wherever they have time. So we got a better tank design already. The 41 version is still far away, so we could go and modify that design actually. Do that over here. So we're definitely gonna go with light tank variant 2. It's just a lot better. We can make it like better armor, better engines, a better main gun. So we'll go with a bit of a better main gun. Increase the reliability a little bit more. Perhaps give it some armor. I don't think it needs the extra armor. Bit of the engine. No, doesn't need that much either. Something like this. The L6 Mark I. Sure, let's save it. And we're gonna produce the Mark I version. And we're gonna produce quite some of it actually. I will probably add some extra Mark I tanks to our complete army soon then. We can push out a lot of them. 39. It's still quite a bit ahead. I do think that it's worth getting already though. And let's get both of them. For some better tooling of our factories and some better output as well. Oh. The Munich Agreement. German demands for the Sudeten territory in Czechoslovakia, which is home to a considerable German minority, has intensified. At a summit held in Munich, Germany, Britain, France and Italy sought to find a diplomatic solution to the so-called Sudeten crisis. Czechoslovakia was not invited to attend. An agreement was reached in which Germany annexed the Sudetenland, but will not pursue any further territorial gains in Europe. Mr. Chamberlain spoke to crowds in London. For the second time, Prime Minister has returned from Germany, bringing peace with honor. I believe it is peace for a time. So Germany got part of Czechoslovakia. And France and Britain announced an alliance, calling upon the bonds forged during the Great War. France has requested a formal alliance with Britain, citing unspecified threats against the stability of Europe. Today their request was approved by the British Parliament, and France has joined the Allies. Well, we have prepared a war with Greece, which will be a war goal that is available to us until 1940. So that should be at a time when we are at war with the Allies already, and we can just add Greece to the fighting. So we have 51 divisions over here. We have strong presence over here in the Africas, but not so much over here yet. So I'm gonna send, let's see, how much would we send? Maybe something like 20 divisions over here to the Africas. Let's go to the Italian theater. No, that's not what I want. Come on, pick this. And then about 20 divisions, add them in a group. Their front line is gonna be this place. You're gonna be added to that as well. Alright. And then the rest of you guys can be assigned to this front line. Then we need a new focus for ourselves. I would go with the modernization of the army. And we need some more resources. What do we need? It's only for a destroyer, so that should be fine. And we're pushing out a couple of light tanks every week. And we'll be able to get a new thing over here as well. We already have war economy, limited export, that's all fine. Maybe we want to go with not a cavalry expert. Unfortunately, we don't really have anybody for tanks. We could go for division recovery rate or chief army for the recovery rate of maneuver. I think we want to go with some better division speed. It seems like something that would be nice to have. Oh, we're being pushed back really heavily over there. Well, our better doctrine is ready, so we can research more doctrines. Yeah, this is not looking good. But there's no way we will be able to win this. I will stop sending some Lend-Lease here. Because pretty much everything that we will be sending will be captured by the enemies. We finished our better submarine technology. We don't really... This is too far ahead of time. So what do we want then? It's getting closer to 39, so we can go for something like that. I will go with some better field hospitals. With this we will get better technology for the recon companies, so we don't really need to have that yet. We can do that afterwards. But the field hospital was also quite important to have. Oh crap, there is risk of us losing some guys over there. So we need to win this so we can establish the line back again. Looks, it's still looking okay. Yeah, we are definitely fine. We did lose quite rapidly afterwards though. definitely need this province. It's quite important to have because there are a lot of Spanish men here as well. Can't afford to lose so many. Plus I don't really want to lose all those tank divisions that we have. Or this is just one tank division of mine, but still, everything we lose there, it's a bad thing. Modernization of the army is done. We go for paratroopers and mounted infantry into armor technology, which is nice. But I think it's time we go down this tree so we can get some oil in Libya. First we get some more infrastructure though. Germany claims Memel, which is over here. They made some formal claims and Lithuania finally accepted it. Come on guys, we need this place to be ours. It's quite important. Because they are already losing men over here. Finished armored operations. And we can just go to infiltration assaults. We have some free civilian factories, which is never a good idea. We want to keep them busy. Just build in Italy full with military industries. How are the production lines going? Oh, we're producing 1 tank per day already. That's a good beginning. Well, we have some better decryption. Let's get some better encryption as well. We're in a shortage of motorized and support equipment, but we have a large surplus of infantry equipment, luckily. And we're gonna need that in the war eventually as well. So that's a good thing. Looks like we're finally catching this place again. Nope. More divisions are reinforcing. At least my tank unit is holding out strong. And he is a veteran, which is the highest level he can get. We're being pushed away over here as well. Italian highways are done, and you are going to there as soon as possible. Just to be a little bit safer. And then we're going to prospect for oil, which will add some oil in Sirte, wherever that might be. You can search by F, Sirte. That's right over here. Good to know. Apparently some of these divisions have not been assigned a line, and I do know that there is some attrition over here, but that's part of the course. Actually, we have just aligned with the French side over here, which is definitely not what we want. So we probably need to make like a separate group out of them. You guys will be focusing on that line. So partially for the French, partially for the British. These forces will meet up, and I think the war in Africa will be one with that. Then with these guys, I'm gonna bring them in a new army, and I'm gonna garrison. What I'm going to do is make sure that all the ports and such will be garrisoned, so that we will be protected against naval landings in those places. And what the garrison does is literally protecting the ports and protecting the cities and the airfields so that they won't be overrun by accident. And that's their duty in the mainland. The rest of them will go once again to this front line probably. This front line is strong enough, I assume. And we're getting closer to the time where the war in Europe is going to start. Germany is still going for the fate of Czechoslovakia now, but Danzig War is an option for them already, and sooner rather than later I think it will be going. I think they will go for the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact first, but after that Poland is gonna be in a bit of a trouble. But that's all for the next time. Until then, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.